Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of SpandexCast. We're up to episode 8 now, and today we're gonna review Pure Urger 11, no, 12 and 13 already, less. And we're gonna do, how was it called again? The turbo
Trouble by
episode?
the Size,
Yeah, that one, Trouble by the
aka the
Slice.
best episode in the history of Power Rangers.
Shut up.
Hmm.
Anyway, we're just the two of us again, Matt and me. So,
Yo,
yeah. But
you know us by now. No introductions needed.
yeah, but they have to know who's here. Anyway, so we start off with the news.
Yeah. Well, first of all, this is not Power Rangers related, but if you have been living under a rock right now, I'll let you know what just happened. Basically, there was a huge tornado in the town of Moore, Oklahoma. Last I heard, there were 50 dead, and at least 20 of those were children, but I'm sure that number has changed by now. Um, just heartbreaking, and our hearts go out to everyone affected there. And um, we'll give you some links to some like websites if you want to donate to the recovery of that area. Um, yeah, pretty sad note to start on, but just wanted to get that out of the way.
Right.
Um, as far as news, Power Rangers and Super Sentai, not that much going on. We do have, since last time we updated you on who was returning for Super Mega Force, there have been quite a few added. I'm only going to read you the confirmed returning because the amount of people who have declined or were not contacted is ridiculous. So, confirmed returning, we have Jason David Frank, Selwyn Ward, Melody Perkins, Danny Slavin, Reggie Roll, I think that's how you say that, Sean Johnson, Jason Font, Jason Smith, Alex Hartman, Hector David Jr., and Brittany Pirtle. And it said that there is one more person who signed on, but that has yet to be revealed.
Right. Well, what I also heard is that it was pretty much an afterthought. That's the. Although I'm not sure whether that's a rumor or not.
I don't know. I don't think they were well prepared.
No, not at all. But you know, I don't know whether people should, make such a fuss about it. I mean, if it's an afterthought, I mean, they just tried. The only thing that I feel is really awkward and bad of them is that they, you know, um, had some invites that they retracted. That's just stupid and rude.
Yeah, because if you're gonna invite the whole cast of every fucking ranger ever, maybe make sure you have the budget before you send out the emails.
Yeah,
Because I
exactly.
mean, the only one that we know for sure so far whose invitation was retracted was Rhett Fisher, who was Ryan in Lightspeed Rescue, and it sounded like he was so excited to come back. And then just imagine like you're so excited to come back to the show that you were a part of, and then only to get an email saying, "Sorry, we don't have enough money. Go
Wait,
screw
he
yourself."
he's the only one who's confirmed retracted?
Yeah, I mean,
Might that be
it's
because they just don't have the footage of his suit?
well, no, they just took his invitation away. I don't know. I don't think there was any cause for it or anything.
Yeah, but he was Titanium Ranger, right?
Yeah,
And that's completely
that.
American made, so maybe that's why.
Well, still, I mean,
Yeah, it's still stupid that they retracted. I mean, they should have watched it properly, but I guess that he's just way more expensive to put in there.
I don't even think it was that. I think they had too many people want to come back, and they had to cut some people off. So I guess
Yeah,
maybe
maybe
people
that's it.
who
But
hadn't responded to that yet, because it's pretty much generally well thought that he isn't the only one to get an uninvite.
yeah, well, for now we only know he is uninvited for sure, though. So maybe it's just that. But
I don't know. It's a huge clusterfuck.
Yeah, but the thing is that now people are complaining like, well, it's an afterthought and they only did it after the fans complained. I feel like, well, at least they did something, where the fans, said, "Hey, we want that," and they did it. I mean, that's got to count for something.
Yeah, this has really brought out the worst in the fandom because, like, on one side you have the people who are just like whatever, but then like okay, so this really pissed me off too because Karen Ashley, that was Aisha, she came out on her radio show and set the record straight that basically they were cheaping around, they were gonna fly them out there for 5 days, only gonna pay for two of them, shit
Yeah.
like that led her to say no, and she faced a huge fucking snap of criticism coming her way. People calling her cheap, people calling her washed up, all kinds of things, and that's just it made the fandom sound like these entitled little fucking whiny babies.
Yeah, and the
I'm
thing
being
is, I
straight.
mean,
I'm
for, for
being
how
straight
many
up. Well,
for how many people is this anyway? I mean, how many people are still around in the who are fans of the show that were around to know who most of these people were?
right.
So it's really for a very small group of people that they did this. So I'm like, well, they spend quite a bit of money, which they probably don't get a lot more profit for.
And now I've heard that all these cameos that are happening are going to be in the last episode.
Yeah.
Trying to squeeze it into 30 minutes.
Well, it might
Meanwhile,
be
Jason.
a multi-parter or something.
Meanwhile, Jason Smith gets his own fucking episode because he wrote some.
Hmm?
Whatever.
Well, it's handy that he's already on set.
Well, still, is Casey from Jungle Fear? Is he one that you would peg to get his own fucking episode?
No,
While
but
people like Tommy, and Corone and Leo are going to be squeezed into the final 30 minutes.
well, again, it might not be the 30 minutes because sometimes they do these multi-parters. The first time they air them, they just put them in an hour or something without splitting them up. So it might be longer, but still, I think that people should just be grateful that there is anything at all because, quite frankly, I don't think they make money of making something for the fans because the fans they aren't that many. Most of them are kids, where they make money of.
Oh yeah, toy sales. Toy sales is where they're making the money.
Yeah.
They don't care about the show. That's something Karen brought up in her on her radio show. She was like, "Yeah, back in the day, they basically told them that the show was about the toys. The actors can be replaced. So like they were always just a snap of fingers away from being replaced."
Well, I think that people should realize that she was on like right after three were fired because they kicked up a fuss and I wasn't there. I don't know exactly what happened, but they apparently
Wait,
asked for a
what are you
raise.
talking about? People fired.
Well, what are the names? Austin St. John and stuff.
Oh, okay. Going way back in the day, yeah.
Yeah, I mean she came on just after them, right?
Right, she was a replacement, and she's
Yeah,
like,
exactly. So I'm assuming that because that all that happened, Saban was pretty strict about it at the time. Like, hey, you guys don't mean anything to us. I mean, regardless of whether they actually meant it, I assume it was just a way to keep them on the thumb after that whole ugly thing happened.
probably. Because
Because I
they were,
assume that behind the screens that wasn't pretty.
because they, apparently they could have been replaced one day, walk into work. That's what happened to her. She told them she wanted to leave, and she was promised like a episode arc saying goodbye to her character, but she literally walked on set one day and after we're done filming, she was told, all right, you're done, goodbye.
Hmm.
Basically, I don't know.
Well,
They were that classless, but
but yeah, in the end of the day, like I said about the whole people. I mean, people are being bitchy about it the whole deal. It's just that Saban is making clear, like, well, we're gonna invite you for 5 days, but we'll pay you for 2. And those actors, they just take it or leave it. So don't call Saban cheap. I mean, they obviously say what they're gonna do, and I'm pretty sure that their budget was already spent before they even thought about bringing those people in. So they're actually pulling extra money to get those in now. So yeah, maybe it's not, they don't pay them too much, but
Well,
it's still their
but
choice to come on anyway. I mean, loads of them they declined, and that's their right, and I can see why you would decline. So people shouldn't be so bitchy about it. It's just that Saban
but
can't
that
pay more, and the actors just they either agree or not. Just leave it like that.
okay, but then that goes back to the fact that they didn't allocate enough of the budget to invite all these people back, but still they did. Like
Well,
it
like
just
I
makes no
said,
sense.
it's an afterthought. So from what I gather, they already had the whole budget spent
Well,
basically on
then they
everything they
clearly
were
didn't think
planning,
that thought through.
and then it was like, oh, the people actually want old actors back. Let's invite them. So this is actually outside of the budget. So they probably had a tiny extra budget for this.
I
God
don't
knows where
know.
it
They
comes from.
fucked up. Let's move on. I'm tired. I'm tired of this dragging on in the forums, and oh, it just drives me nuts.
Yeah, I agree. Anyway, I think there's no Kyoryuger news from what I've seen, so let's move on to the episodes we watched. Um, let's do Kyoryuger first. So we saw 2 episodes, episode 12 and 13. In episode 12, basically the um, Kyoryu Gold has been very strict and distant from the rest of the Rangers, and he kind of revealed to Kyoryu Pink that he was actually a very kind heart, but he had to be tough because his old lord died because he was trying to save a kid that wasn't actually a kid or something like that, if I remember correctly.
Oh my god, it's been like a week since I've seen that.
Basically, I think that what happened was Kyoryu Gold was helping like the old lord
Wasn't it
back when.
Dogold?
No,
No.
I don't
Okay,
think so.
well,
Maybe.
anyway, all I remember from this episode is that his lord looked like fucking Daigo King, whatever,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I want to know why that is. Like, that's
Well, I assume he's just his ancestor. But that old lord, he basically was helping him, and then there was a kid or something lying on the ground, and he was hurt. And then Kyoryu Gold tried to help him, and in an unguarded moment, it turned out that he was, I think, one of the grunts or something, and tried to cut him down. And then that lord intervened and died because of it. Which you might ask, why the hell would you do that? Because let's face it, I mean, who's more important, Kyoryu Gold, who's just some guy, or the Lord at the time? I don't know. I would have just let Kyoryu Gold die, but whatever.
yeah. But then all those powers would have died with him, and he would have became Spirit Ranger.
Yeah, but in a
And then we
logical
wouldn't have
sense,
an official six, and what would we do without him?
well, it works out pretty well for the story, yeah. But in a historical sense, it makes no sense. But whatever. So
Yeah.
yeah, and that because that happened, he doesn't want to get attached to anyone or something, and then it turns out during the episode that he's actually a nice guy when they go back in time or into some misty vortex thingy. I don't know.
And I love his relationship with Amy. How she's like trying to teach him these things, and
Yeah, that's great.
yeah, it's awesome to see those two interact.
To be honest, I'm surprised that he's already quite. They kind of use it as a tool at times that he's from another age because most of the time he functions completely normally, and then suddenly
Oh
it's like,
yeah,
I don't understand this.
yeah, totally. And I was gonna say something, but it totally just
Brain fart.
yep, went out one ear, came out the other. I
Um.
don't know.
Anyway, So yeah, the episode after that was about the whole.
Wait, don't move on. I'm still trying to think.
Oh Jesus.
Keep talking about it. Oh, I remember. Okay, so I like how they're helping this little kid do sumo at the beginning, but it's never revealed who this little kid is. I'm like, why is King just hanging out with these little kids all the time? Because he did it that one time, episode 2, I think, when they were building the dinosaur and they were all painting it.
He's just a perv.
I, I mean, I don't know. Like he's just. It seems like he's always hanging out with these little kids.
Well,
Is
maybe
that a
it's a
plot
way.
line?
I think it might just be a way to, interact with kids so that the kids who are watching at home feel more connected or something to him.
I don't know.
I think it's just, a device more than actual plot.
Well, it's kind of a little. I mean, give me some background information on this kid. How does King know him? What is he doing there with him?
Well, like I said, I think he's just a tool to, have the kids connect to him, and for blue to make another bad pun.
What are you calling them bad puns for? They're fucking golden.
Well, you have to realize that they're translated. But yeah,
They're awesome.
they are. Anyway, so after episode 12, they basically find out that Kyoryu Gold is really much more a part of them, of their group.
Wait, are we talking about 13 now?
No, at the end of 12, because
I thought we were moving on to the other episode.
Yeah, we are. I'm closing this down, man.
I don't know what's going on. I've only woken up like an hour ago.
You lazy bastard. It's 3 in the afternoon where you live.
It's only 2:38.
Oh, okay.
Been awake since
And then it's all right.
Been awake since like 1 o'clock. It's all right. It's all good. Hey, but okay, in that episode.
Anyway, yeah, like I said, so Gold kind of connects more with the Rangers. So in episode 13, you really notice that he's more part of the group.
Yeah, and then in 12 too, we got the debut of Raiden and Kyoryujin.
Yeah, that was cool. I mean, that really. I mean, you you said before the show that it reminds you of more flying Zords, but it really reminded me of the one from Abarenja. With the few times that Topogera actually helps them.
I've never seen Abarenja.
No, well, Topogera, I don't know.
I'm thinking of Megazord that
it's basically
was in Dino Thunder, and I can see that.
The white Zord, whatever his name was in Dino Thunder.
I think this thing just looks fucking badass.
Yeah, it's pretty cool though. I wasn't sure about the golden head atop of the Megazord head.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It takes a little.
It didn't work too well, but they had to do something because otherwise it was just a bird stuck to the back end, which it basically still is.
But no, I love the lightning bolt designs on Tower Gordon. Really, pardon the pun, but they really shine.
Yeah, but so far I do feel that with the combinations, I feel that there's usually only one that really transforms, and the rest just sticks on. So far.
Right. Well, that's basically what it is. It's just the.
Yeah, but in other series, usually sometimes they were like more transformation. Right now, it's just like one transformer who gets a bunch of stuff stuck to him.
Have you seen the toy version of this?
Yeah, I do. I have.
You see, like on the back, how it has to have that thing to help it stand up. That is so funny to me. Like these toys are so fucking ginormous that they actually need a stand.
I don't know if the stand actually comes with or whether that guy made it.
No, it came with it.
Right. But the thing is, I mean, that's for collectors. That's handy that it has a stand. But as a kid, I mean, from what I remember, I would just, grab them and, bang them to a monster that I had, and then, that was playing. I didn't need a stand.
I definitely want this toy
Do you have any toys actually?
from Courager.
Oh, at all from
Oh
from
yeah, I have tons of
Sentai?
older toys. Like I haven't bought since uh, Overdrive.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah,
actually still pretty recent.
I'm not big on the toys, but like
They're just so
I want
expensive for
I
just
want a Kyoryugen. I want all of their mecha. Just
Yeah, but you often see that the Japanese are better. Those
oh
toys.
right, definitely.
I mean, I'm just thinking back to I have those Mighty Morphin ones, the Megazord and stuff like that, and they work exactly the same as the original Japanese one, except for the fact that they replaced some of the stickers with the Power Ranger lightning bolts. And even as a kid,
Mhm.
I kind of was like, well, that's not how it is on the show.
Right.
Why is it like this? So yeah, that's kind of stupid.
But these toys are beautiful. Like I've been watching toy reviews for
Yeah.
Kyoryuger shit, and like these toys just look fucking awesome.
Well, the thing that always gets me is that the auxiliary zords are usually like. I mean, I don't know if the auxiliary zords come separate in this one, but they always seem so pointless. I mean, you kind of want to have them because you want to have them complete, but on the
Right.
other hand, they don't do much except for replace the arm.
I don't know. I like the design of everything so far and how it's all interchangeable.
Well, I do agree that it seems more than in the past that the arms really have character, if that's accurate. You know what I mean? That
I
that you actually feel like they are different than just an arm that is shaped differently, and they still do the same
right.
thing with.
I like how they all have their different weapons. Like Dracaro's got fucking drill.
Yeah.
And, Power Saigon is a gun. All that shit. It's
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they all do different things, and that kind of feels different than before. Where it, I mean, just look at what happened in Wild Force. Like half the arms that they had in there were just,
oh my
well, the
god.
finisher is different, but apart from that, we still punch them with them.
Yeah. But no, these actually, like you said, they have character
Yeah.
in the arms, which is weird. Did you ever think in your wildest dreams you'd ever say, "Wow, those arms really have character"?
All the time.
uh,
But yeah, back to the episode actually.
are we on 13 now?
Yeah.
All right, I know where we are, people.
Yes, it took them like 1.5 hours, but
This
yeah,
episode was a fucking delight.
it was a funny episode. It felt like a filler, which it probably was.
Oh, but even then, you get great character development for Soji and
Yeah, it was okay, and then I was like, why didn't they just
how they're
have
all
him, fall in love with that girl? They just had to spoil it by having him give a present to another girl as well. It was like, come on.
well. This episode fucking rocked because of King and Nosan's plan to
Yeah, that was
trap the
amazing.
monster. And okay, the King dancing, doing the transformation dance in that fucking dress or skirt was fucking hilarious.
Schoolgirl uniform.
And can we talk about Nosan's hair when he decides to do that? It's like fucking he fucking straightened it.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty clever, although I saw through it. But in the good way, I feel that, there's some things that you can see from miles away and it's like, well, that's not fun anymore, that's not a surprise. But you've got um, some of these surprises that you can see through, but only at the last moment, so it feels like you actually achieved something.
Yeah,
Like,
I
oh my
got
god, I saw it. Instead of, oh, I saw it. That's just
you.
so easy.
I think this series as a whole is just fucking awesome.
Yep.
Like this is the first time I'm actually watching a series as it comes out, and I
Yeah.
am enjoying every moment of it.
I think I actually had that with Bokenja.
Really,
Yeah. I'm that old, people.
I'm taboo. But yeah, this
Anyway,
was kind of just a random. I guess it was a filler episode. Oh
yeah,
well,
it really was.
it was okay though. I
But they
mean,
did introduce the one with oh, I'm bad with these names, but the Western one for gold.
to ride another western.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
So I guess
which
that was for the toys. Hey kids, look, this one
yeah,
can combine as well.
which I mean, like ride and Kyoryugen is pretty fucking awesome the way it looks.
Yeah, 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 definitely. So yeah, let's move on to the Power Rangers episode then, I guess.
Oh, that quickly? Okay.
Well, unless you have anything else to say about Kyoryuger.
Nah, I don't think
No,
so.
I didn't think so either. So
We just didn't
we
spend a lot of time on it. I feel like
well,
we're
you
like,
know, I think we're already like 25 minutes in, so it's going pretty well. Anyway, so we decided on a Power Rangers Turbo episode, to enjoy ourselves.
I did.
And it was Trouble by the Slice, I think it was called.
Also known as the greatest episode of Power Rangers ever. Like I
He
said,
did refer to it when he came back in Forever Red, didn't he?
yes,
TJ
he
did.
did.
And
He
what?
said, "Did I ever tell you guys about the time I got baked into a giant pizza?"
Yeah, exactly. Was this actually their first episode since they became New Rangers?
I don't think so. Let me check though.
Okay.
Uh, Power Rangers Turbo, go! We need some like filler music. Sing the theme song.
No.
Into turbo, go! Mighty engines roar.
Should I see if I can find this quicker than you?
No, I got it. No, it's not. It's like number 3 after they change. Because 18 and 19 are passing the torch, and then 22 is Trouble by the Slice. So it's very
Ah,
early
yeah.
in the new Turbo Rangers career.
Because she was it Zordon or Dimitri? I can't even remember.
Demetria.
Yeah, she did mention like um that they with their new powers they actually got another new power, which was that cannon, which came out of
Yeah.
nowhere. Because that happens.
I love the line of "We're here to toss your salad." There was another line too that really got me, but it having another brain fart.
Well, I just thought it was really a rushed episode. I mean, if you look at it, I mean, they were suddenly baked into a pizza, which up to that point it was going pretty alright. And then that, I can't remember his name, but whoever that police guy was.
Blue Centurion. How
Yeah,
can
that
you
one.
forget his name?
He came in, and then he finds them at the microwave, which of course suddenly has Japanese on it.
Well, duh.
And um he yeah, it felt so stupid because their cars were taken over by pizzas on the rims, which Justin had to point
Which
out.
was fucking awesome.
Justin had to point it out. The the pizzas came on the rims. Their headlines change. They suddenly are angry at the Rangers, and it's like, oh, it must be because of the pizzas on the rims. No shit, Sherlock.
All right, but
God
you're
damn it.
totally forgetting one of the other best parts of this episode, which was Divatox forgetting who she is and working at a pizza parlor.
Wait, hold on, we're getting to that. So
You
then,
sounded like you were done.
no, I wasn't done yet. I mean, then this
Hi.
blue centurion comes and he puts a red light and the pieces fall off. I mean, what the fuck was that?
It was pure television awesomeness. Is what it was. This whole episode, it was perfect.
It was horrendous. But I do like, I did like the parts that weren't, you know, rangers in suits. Because, you know, the parts where, you know, with Dimitri losing her memory and all that, that was kind of cool.
Diva Talks.
Oh yeah, that one.
There's a difference. One of them is good, one of them is bad. Hmm.
They were the same actress though, right?
Yeah, for the first half of the show. Because what had happened was Hillary Shepard Turner, who played Diva Tox in the movie first, and then half the Turbo episodes, she got pregnant. So then they switched her with Carol Hoyt, who played Diva Tox and Demetria until Hillary came back. And then,
All right.
yeah, good
Although
time.
what what was weird in that pizza place was that, I mean, there comes a woman with a very weird headdress or whatever you would call that. And
Hey,
it's like,
owner.
well, you know, I'm gonna give you a pizza.
Well, she came in and started eating the pizza, and that's when Mad Mike was like, "Yo, you're gonna eat my pizza. You're gonna have to work it off, honey." And he made her, and she did it because she had no fucking idea what was going on.
And then it seemed like they pretended that they were a married couple. I mean, he kept referring to her as honey or something. Can't exactly remember, but it was
Yeah,
weird.
no,
And then
you're right. I think it was just more of like, I own you. I can sexually harass you and call you.
brilliant.
You ate my
Exactly what the show
pizza.
needed.
God, this episode. Okay, so if you guys didn't know this, I fucking love pizza. Like, it's the best food
Well, it is.
made.
I
And
agree with this.
I think that's what makes this episode all the best is because nobody dislikes pizza, and if you do, you're lying.
Well, I know someone who really hates tomatoes.
Well, then make them a
Or
pizza with no
tomatoes
sauce.
to you Americans.
I don't like tomatoes either, but I'll eat pizza.
Yeah, me too. Pizza's the best. Well, I actually like tomatoes, but still, pizza.
Pizza in the
And then,
morning.
and then you know, it was just a bit unreal how they just completely ignored that they had aliens in their pizza place.
Yeah, but
And then
Detox. Oh, you're talking about Porto.
and
Okay,
then
now
Carlos
that
comes
bit
in
was
and he
pretty
completely
funny.
managed to miss Diva Talks,
That
which was great. I mean, it was so freaking fake, but it was completely great.
Oh my God, Porto dressing up like an old woman was made the episode 100 times better as well.
Yeah, it was.
That was hilarious.
Stuff happened. Let's just put it as that.
It
I
was
don't
great.
know. It wasn't a terrible episode, but I do feel that, especially the action, you know, after they were baked into the pizza, was a bit rushed.
Okay, well, it was kind of a terrible episode, but that's why I love it so fucking much.
Well, it was a typical filler one where nothing really happens, you know. But like I said, the action just felt a bit rushed after they were
I
baked
think
into
I
pizza.
think part of it is the Car Ranger footage too, like that.
Yeah, that was a
Well,
silly
no, that was
scene.
a parody series,
Yeah,
and
but you know, also, I don't, I can't say whether I remembered this right, but what I found was weird was how Blue Centurion just shot at the pizza, and you could already see where it was going to break before he hit it.
hey, it's okay.
And it was so obvious that they weren't stuck in a pizza, yet they had to pretend that they were actually stuck in the pizza. It was just, oh god.
Uh, What a beautiful episode.
It was
Like that
fun.
episode is all that Power Rangers should ever be.
You want to have every episode like that.
Well, something like that. Like
This
maybe
this does
maybe one
explain
day
why
it's
you
getting
like
baked
that
into a
one with
pizza.
singing.
Maybe the next time it's getting cooked in mashed potatoes. I don't know.
Hmm?
Fuck the world.
So any other thoughts on that episode? I can't remember anything else.
It was beautiful.
Oh, what I did like was Carlos was, playing soccer with some kid.
Oh yeah, Nico. That
Yeah.
episode. I think that was the first episode with Nico in it.
Yeah, but the thing was, he was already recruited before because he was, playing soccer with people, right? I mean, that was already a thing that was happening before passing of the torch.
I'm sorry, you broke up there for a second.
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking that Carlos was already big into soccer, when he first came into the show and wasn't even a ranger yet, right?
Yeah,
So I kind of like that they actually, kept that in. I mean, if you look at Power Rangers, usually half the traits that they have, they just fall away,
right.
within episodes.
Yeah.
So this one, I kind of realized that when I was watching it, like, wow, they actually kept this in, which was kind of cool. And that's, I think, all I have to say about that episode.
Yeah, I mean, y'all know my thoughts, but now it's beautiful.
It's the greatest piece of Power Ranger history. Anyway,
Yeah.
next episode we'll have a special guest. Orange Falcon is coming back, and we'll have a theme. Actually, it's the first themed episode, so please tune in
Hint,
for it.
it's pink.
Yeah, that's not a hint. That's actually what it is.
They don't know that.
The hint is pink. Just figure out what it is. We said nothing. Anyway, so yeah, until then, subscribe to us and like this video and, do all that junk.
All follow us on all of the social medias: Twitter, Tumblr,
Yeah.
Facebook.
Well,
Um,
in the meantime, we'll try to find other social media where you can subscribe to us,
if
just
that's the
to
thing.
so you have something to do.
Good times.
So anyway, see you then. Goodbye.
Peace.